It looks like you're saying yes because I shook the table and the camera's like bobbing. It's so funny. It looks like you're saying yes.
Do you think I'm crazy? I've done all this before.
What's up, fam? Welcome to today's episode. I hope you liked yesterday. I know I got cut off. Like, my batteries died and it was the end of the night. And it is what it is. And actually, though, I really like the length of it. I felt like if it wasn't for the fact that I set it up to be like me coming back and talking more, it would have been like perfect. Nice and light, breezy, airy, floaty. You get the point. So right now I'm about ready to go get my hair cut. I'm not allowed to say anything about errands, even though I'm technically halfway through doing a bunch of errands. I'm gonna go get my hair cut, and normally I wouldn't vlog cutting my hair. I do like the whole snap thing or something, and it would change. That was a weird sound effect. And it would change, but today's a little different because I'm getting it cut in a new place. I normally go over to Smart Cuts because that's the smart thing to do, but I found this building, and this building, it's called Supreme Flea Market. It's interesting. It's possibly gonna come more important to this vlog, but I can't get into that yet. Maybe I will later in the episode, I don't know. Right now though, I'm gonna go try to get my hair cut at the Supreme Flea Market. Yeah, I know I'm getting my hair cut at a flea market. Sounds stupid. I'm testing something out. So I don't know if I'm gonna come out with a decent haircut or a horrible haircut. And then, dang it, I forgot to get cash. I don't think they're gonna take card. All right, easy fix. That was easy, let's go. They also have a restaurant here. So hopefully I don't come out with a gnarly haircut and food poisoning. Pray for me. Instant fog up. Super humid out here. Today's Tuesday. They're only open Wednesday through Sunday, and I knew that. I just kind of forgot that today was, I've all day been forgetting that today was Tuesday. So I can't get food or my haircut. All right, let's go figure out something else to do for today's episode. So I've literally been sitting here for over a half hour just trying to figure out what I want to do now. I've been struggling with today's episode so far. So first off, you saw that I had this whole thing planned. I'm hoping to do it tomorrow, but they were closed. With just the last couple of days have been kind of weird, and I just didn't realize it was Tuesday, and so that place I was going to get my hair cut and have lunch, it was closed. All right, it's fine. Went to the pool, figured I'd shoot a bunch of B-roll to do a cool B-roll sequence there of like my kids swimming. That didn't happen either. I got like one shot of my son.
You miss me? What are you doing?
I'm drinking my cup.
You're drinking your cup?
Yeah.
Fine. And then I came here and I shot a whole sequence like out in the parking lot as like the sun was setting and the sky was really cool. And I don't think any of that is even usable. I couldn't get the focus to work. Test. Test two. I'm trying to figure this whole focus thing out. It's irritating me. Just trying to get this thing in focus. Cannot focus you. I mean, what do I have to do to get it to focus? Stand back further? How about this? Why was this working so well earlier today? How about if I turn over this way? Was it the light? How about now? Is that working better? How about now? Light in my face. Is that working better? Today's just one of those days. It's turning into one of those days. It started off strong. How about now? Like maybe I just have to learn the right focal length away from you. Like you, sorry fam, talking to the camera for a second. Why are you focusing? Like, I'm guessing this is too close. Wait, is this the sweet spot? Right here? Right here? Is this the sweet spot? Because clearly when I was right here, this wasn't working. How about right here? Are we good right here? Is this what you like? Right here? And then the sun was setting, so when I finally did get the focus to work, it was too dark. So I was just like, man, today I was just struggling with the vlog. And then I spent some time in prayer, and then it hit me with exactly what we're supposed to talk about. All right, so I have an entrepreneur background. I worked at 2 different car lots over the period of a year. I did door-to-door sales. I've done a lot of stuff. I did copywriting. I've done all this kind of stuff as far as like self-help, self-growth, put a lot of time and money into courses and training, and like I said, even taking jobs that I hated just to give me experience, to get me out of my comfort zone, all trying to get better and be like the best version of myself I can. I remember a period going and really studying Daniel and how like the whole 10x. I know Grant Cardone, this guy named Grant Cardone has this like 10x thing, but the first and the original, they were like 10 times better than any of the other government officials. All this stuff about striving to be better, and even like in my spiritual walk, like if I pray more, then I'm gonna be more anointed and be able to do more. And if I read my Bible more, I'm gonna be more grounded in the Word and be able to be used by God more. And it's all about just being better and doing more and reaching more people and being more successful at like this whole kingdom of God thing. And while my heart was in the right place, I had a bit of an epiphany tonight in prayer. I'm reading through, as you know, the book of Acts, and I was thinking of like maybe I should take a break from Acts and go study Daniel again and look into like this whole how they were 10 times better than anyone else, any of their contemporaries, any of their peers. And I thought like, you know, the guys in Acts weren't really like that. Like and when I say like that, I mean like they weren't trying to be, it's like, you know, it's like a contrast. Like so if I'm trying to look at Daniel and trying to get better and personally be better, that's not really what they modeled in Acts. Like they were willing to be like crushed and poured out as like an offering for God. They were servants is the best word. They weren't like self-helping it up and trying to be like the best version of them to represent the kingdom. They were like praying and going into public places and witnessing, proclaiming the gospel, you know, giving an account for this good news, willing to serve anyone and everyone at whatever the cost was. Point being, it became this stark contrast that I've been trying to be great and like build myself up and use Christian stuff to become better so I can represent God, when really God's not worried about that. Like, and what I should be focused on, because like think about it, literally, like God could like boom, he could work the YouTube algorithm, he could put it like influence it to where like, you know, just like with Cody blew up after getting on Peter's channel. Like you literally have like Casey and Gary and Peter all like start talking about my channel and have me come out and be on their channel. Like literally, like God could do anything. So like if God wanted me to have like 10 million subs tomorrow, I'd have 10 million subs tomorrow. And I talked about this in the past episode about how like I'm not ready, I need the process, but besides that, that shouldn't be my goal. Like if I have 10 subs, that should be enough to get up every day and do this, because I have 10 people I'm reaching. And I was looking at my stats today. I was talking to one of my students, and I was like, you know, if you compare all the times I speak and I'm in front of students speaking and multiply that by the number of students I have and kind of round up, and you compare that to in the last 28 days, so 30 days of youth ministry, take every time I'm in front of a student from youth ministry speaking and teaching and talking and counseling, whatever it is, multiply that by every student I have over a period of 30 days. Compare that to the last 28 days of my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, I've got like 4 times as many hours watched as all my youth ministry for the month. And I was like, I already have a platform. I'm trying to like become an influencer and do this stuff. God's already made me an influencer. But that's amazing. Like God's giving me this platform. It really like just impressed on me tonight, like to take that seriously, not to be like, oh yeah, you know, one day when I have blah 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 and I only have 200 and something subscribers. 200, and now I know they're not all real. Not everyone who subscribes actually like is watching on a consistent basis. But man, that's a platform. Take that seriously, and not as the fact of like, oh, I'm on my way, I'm gonna make it, this is the beginning, but to just care, like to care about people. Like if my influence was just doing counseling through direct messages that like other people didn't see, I wasn't doing these big conferences and having these huge numbers and huge like podcast and vlog numbers, if like my ministry was all just private through like direct messages, but I was affecting and helping, would that be okay with me? And I was like, well, if I really cared about the people, why would I care if I ended up helping 10,000 people over a period of time? Why would I care if it was one-on-one individual through private message, or if it was public where other people could see that I did the 10,000? And this is for all of us, need to stop caring about the external stuff and making myself great, and be willing to humble myself and have more of a servant heart, and be willing, whatever it is that God has called me to do, whether it was to get up and make these vlogs every single day for 10 subscribers or 10,000 or 10 million, it shouldn't make a difference. Because if I'm doing what I feel like God's called me to do, and I should be willing to pay whatever price it takes. If I knew I would only ever reach 10 people, but that's what God wanted, I need to be okay with that and be okay with what platform God does give me and run with it. And I want to be living out Acts 29. That's not a real book in Acts, by the way, or a real chapter in Acts. That's like the whole idea behind that is like that's today. Like Acts or 28 is where it stops. 29 is the continuation of us. I wanted to be doing like my Paul and Barnabas thing with my camera and podcasts and my YouTube channel. Those to be my tools, not to actually be my ministry. Like I want what I'm doing with people and leading people to God and praying for people and healing the sick and just bringing, deliverance to people and light into a dark area. I want that to be my ministry. I want this camera to be a tool.